Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. We believe we've got a great one in store today. And when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. A first down for the offense. Looking for space, it's Love. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the counter. Shakes off the tackler. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
From the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Direct snap. They make the stop, but they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to throw, it's Leonard. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got in. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Throwing right. It's complete. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Here comes the 2-point try. To the air, it's Arnold. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fair catch, called for and made. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking off. The give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the 1st half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses has played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the 2nd half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, looking to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Here come the Irish back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the air, it's Arnold. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
He makes the connection. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They want that clock to run. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking for a huge play. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Bringing it back. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Now improvising. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Arnold. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it, a late touchdown, probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope. Here comes the two-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands... Oh, it's out! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Looking to scramble. A shot toward the end zone, and it's picked off for the 4th time today. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take